It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football.
Now Herbert to start the drive. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they could be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Moore, the motion man right. 3rd and 2, Fields.
Sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Justin Matabike working his way to the quarterback that time.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Now Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Herbert. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
3rd down and 6. To throw is Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Fields now to throw. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown, Bears! Robert Tonyan, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. From the gun, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Wide open receiver complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Jackson now. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, some strong running. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Here's Fields. That is caught by Herbert.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Eluding the pressure right.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Calvin Johnson.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
No sweat for Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And Jackson throwing once more. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson.
A slant route caught by Bateman.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have moved out in front.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. And a touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. A give left side here for Herbert.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Herbert once more.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
He'll buy some time right. That's complete right around the 8. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run here with Herbert.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Out to his left.
Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Jackson's throw caught by Kohler.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Jackson throwing complete there to Flowers.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on the pickup of 8 there.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as he's able to dive beyond the marker. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Are we surprised a little bit? 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it works, so it's not like I'm second-guessing it all, but I thought they might go with something else there?
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a second one sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want to throw it, a little quick pop there. But in this case, just get in behind those big guys and pick up a first down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner.